This is part 2 of a series on autofilter. But remember, we turned on autofilter. We need to be in the list, and we turned on autofilter, and these arrows appeared in the column headings. And basically, they allow us to filter the actual different columns. And basically, if we don't want the autofilter on anymore, we can just click on the filter button, and that will disappear. To turn it back on, we make sure we're in the actual data. We don't have to select the data, just an active cell is in the data, and then we click on filter, and those boxes that allow us to filter appear in the cell, those little boxed arrows. And basically we can filter on more than one item in autofilter. So if I could do West, but autofilter is quite limited. If we go there, West, and then I can do West earnings greater than 100,000, yeah? Click on OK. And there I can see two filters applying now. Filters applied there to West orders. And then I could even apply a third filter and say I just want to see it for accounts. Right? Obviously, this is a short list, but if you've got 500-600 records, that's where this can really help narrow down your stuff. To clear the filter from everything, the easiest way to do it, rather than go to each individual one, is to click on this clear button here, and that clears all the filters from all of them. Just up here, that clear button there, in the sort and filter grouping in data, where we actually turned on autofilter. Now, autofilter, although it's really great, it's good, it does suffer from some limitations, and one of the main limitations is you've only got the ability to actually really search on two criteria, really. You've got this and, but basically you can only search on two criteria. So we can only go for, like, I could say it's greater than 20,000, yeah, and or is less than, I probably want to choose less than or equal to 90, yeah. I don't know how many I'm going to get there. Yeah, but I can only really use two conditions. That's it. That's all I'm limited to. So autofilter is useful, but its usefulness is limited because of this ability to it can only really do two filters within it. And we'll see how this works. Greater than, and so I've got two conditions applying here. And it's greater than 20, and it's less than, and click on OK. And there we go. And we can see that that filter's applying. It doesn't tell us the filter automatically. We'd need to go to the column that's filtered and then go to number filters, and then we see the custom filters are checked, and we can see the custom filter there. And we could further filter it by saying, alright, now we've got those figures, we could just say, you know, we just want to see how many people in the West have that. So just because I was doing single columns in the first video doesn't mean you can't use the other columns to filter as well. You can, yes? So you can have multiple filters applied. So this is telling us that we have a multiple filter applied West, and then we've got my original one, which was items greater than 20 or less than equal to 90. To clear that, like I said before, I've got to click on the clear, and that clears the filter. Hope that helps. And actually, to remove the filter, remember to remove the auto filter again, I can click on that filter button and it will disappear as well. You do not need to create a table to actually use auto filter. All you need to make sure is that the data is contiguous, no blank rows, no blank columns, that you have column names that you can filter on, and then you click on one cell, don't highlight anything in the data, and then click on filter to turn it on, and those boxes will appear. To turn it off, click back on the filter in the data ribbon, sort and filter, click on the filter to turn it off, and those boxes disappear. So it's kind of like a toggle switch. And don't forget the keyboard shortcut is Control Shift and L. I hope that helps, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.